decided to go on a mission trip just a couple months ago. I applied for it in January. The next week I got a phone call about the plane that we were taking. There was no actual acceptance. It all happened so fast. But it was the most life-changing experience that I could have ever asked for. It was absolutely spectacular. The faith that the people of Zimbabwe have, that's all that they have, and they give 100% of their lives into it, and it was absolutely amazing to just be a part of it and witness it and join in and celebrate and praise with them. So I'm not going to talk too much during the beginning of this because there's a few random videos, but I will explain something of them. We actually left another girl over there on purpose. Like, she stayed for an extra month. She's coming back in just a few weeks, actually, but she stayed for an extra month and got to carry on doing the team's work. So basically, we ran a feeding program every morning. This was the off-site. And as you can see, this is one class. This is one grade, this is one class, 67 boys and 77 girls. It's a grade 1 class with 2 teachers. And then we ran an after-school program, which was a lot like a vacation Bible school. We taught some assemblies, so the students nailed their burdens to the cross, and they were asked to come to the front if they had a true burden that was like weighing down on them. Every student in the building came to the front. It was pretty amazing to see. They let me face paint, which is a poor choice on their part. It was very bad for those kids.
Need a brush or something?
I had brought extra money with me, and I didn't quite know what I was going to do with it until I got there. And the empty shelves in the library really hit me at home. That's my passion is reading. So I got to spend an entire afternoon downtown Harare with a librarian shopping for books. That was a pretty good experience. That was Pastor Zoa, the main pastor of Village of Hope. So basically the house mothers, which I'm just going to try to explain quickly before the next video comes on. The house mothers, there's 9 houses on location at the Village of Hope. And it's basically like foster care, but these women are just, they have those kids for as long as they're at the village. So this kind woman will come in from a city or rural area, and she'll raise 6 or 8 children for their entire lives. And there's constantly new kids. None of these videos will play.
There's a roof up above me.
Now I can talk a little bit more about it because that was a pretty fast-paced video. So basically, I've had so many people since I've come back, and they either ask me when I'm leaving as soon as I came back, or they ask me just generally, how's the trip? Did you have fun? And your automatic response, you want to say, oh, my trip was great. I had a great trip. And I did have a great trip. But it was, what you honestly want to say to people when they ask is, it was intense. It was an intense experience. I saw things that I didn't think I would see, part of projects that I didn't think were where they should be. Like, it was a very intense experience, both emotionally, physically, spiritually. I was definitely put to my limits. And our team leader said to us before we left, he said to me, he was like, you aren't on a mission trip unless you're uncomfortable. Like, if you don't step out of your comfort zone, this trip doesn't mean anything. If you asked me to do this before my trip, I'd be up here shaking a little bit, talking in front of people. Not as big of a problem now after I had to do this for 100 kids. So it gets a lot easier, and I stepped out of my comfort zone. I learned a lot. I've definitely grown a lot, and I can't wait to get back there. I can't wait to get back with my team, and my grandma isn't wanting to go as much now because she's retired. It's a long flight. We were on a plane for 2 days to get there, and yeah, it's run through my family now. My grandparents have both gone. My sister's gone. Eventually my cousins are going to start going, and instead of my grandma, I might be the one showing them around the Village of Hope. I'm really looking forward to that. Does anybody have any questions?
Yes?
Zimbabwe, it is in the southern part of Africa. It's way over there, and then down.
Any other questions for Bekki? If you had a highlight out of all that you did there, were there 2 or 3 things that stuck out the most?
My biggest highlights were definitely book shopping with the librarian. Nicest lady. She took her almost 2 hours every day to get to work because they have these buses over there, and it's basically a very large van that they just ram people into. And she had to take 4 different combis, is what they're called, to get to work every day. And like every weekend we had something going on where we needed volunteers. She was the first one there. Every time. And I loved spending that extra time with her. She was just the sweetest lady. Yeah.
Dedication.
Yes.